368 with Primerica. Mortgage Alliance. If you would like to know how you can get that down payment for your first home, or you would like to know better strategy to pay off your mortgage sooner, contact Donny Cabad at diabad at mortgagealliance.com. Four pillars courtesy of David Mofat. Are you struggling with debt? Is it causing you stress? If so, reach out.
Mga kababayan and East Coast friends, welcome to your Friday live stream habit here on
East
East
Coast
Coast Filipino
Filipino Portal.
Portal.
We showcase the passion and the pursuit of the Filipinos and their friends
In
in
East
East
Coast
Coast
Canada
Canada region.
region, we connect the Filipinos and all of our immigrants here in East Coast Canada region to the
The
world.
world. Hey, bro, how are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm good. It's kind of weird. It's a weird day for me. It's quite sad because one of our dear friends in the church, he passed away
Oh,
this morning. So he should have been 85 years old
mm,
um, this April. But anyway, yeah, it's an interesting day for me and for the family. We're gonna miss him so much. However, we know that he'll be in a good place, and yeah, it's a tough day for me. But hey, it's Friday, so we have to do our live stream every Friday. And how about you, Donick? How are you today?
things are great. Busy with client meetings, Zoom, so that's always good. Keeping us busy. We just need to make sure that our kids are busy too. Otherwise, but it's a good exercise. I get to run around, uh, carry the kids, so that's a good exercise on the biceps, right?
Well, tell me about it. I still have my work, so my work is still, it's still pretty normal with my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
However, we've been getting a lot of volumes because I think the new the new norm is that people do online shopping, and
Yeah,
delivery has been a big part of the business right now. And speaking of delivery, I know Kabayan Food Mart and
yeah,
Silong are going forward with their deliveries. So
nice.
kudos to them. Great job
Yeah,
for for uh, for responding to the call of the public's, of course, need of having food in their families. But I
true.
think there's one disappointing news this week that my favorite store, which is Jollibee, so they kind of like had some issues though with some government protocols in
Yeah.
terms of social distancing and whatnot. So please, we ask the public to please, let's all follow the protocols of the government,
Hmm.
because this is not just for our own good; it's for the good of everyone. And
Absolutely.
for those who are traveling from, who are coming in to the country
Yep.
from other countries, please be honest with with your health situation, uh, with your travel history and whatnot, and
Hmm.
make sure that we all follow, we all follow the government protocols of self isolating for 14 days,
Yeah.
and really being, it's kind of weird to say, but to be away from each other for this time, because if we will not follow this protocols, for sure this will, the ordeal will go on and on and on until
Absolutely.
until it's gonna consume us. And yeah, so it's been challenging.
How
Yeah,
about the?
so
So you're still going out, right? So how's the environment? How's the people around? Or are they observing social distancing? Uh,
the public has been very what do you call this, they has been very obedient, I should say,
Cooperative with the
for lack
government.
of, yeah, they've been very, yeah, they, like when you do some, I've seen a lot of people walking outside, but they really distant themselves, like it doesn't bother them, like
Hmm.
at the very early stage of this COVID-19 crisis, people become, when you do that, like they're quite, they don't understand how they feel, but now they
Yeah.
understand like why you really have to distance yourself. And I think there's a study that says it should be more than 2 meters, or
Oh, okay.
or whatever it should be. We should be very careful, even
Yeah.
for individuals who don't show signs, they may be carrying the virus. So it's a serious matter that we have to consider. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh. And I was looking at the numbers that we have for confirmed cases.
oh
In
my,
Canada, it
yeah.
seems like it's still increasing. Um, great. Well, I would say with Nova Scotia, at least there's just two confirmed deaths. We're praying that it will not get any worse. Uh,
Donick, we got 4 already.
for this,
That's the update.
let's
We
have
have
the update.
four,
Yeah.
and every time we think of disobeying the government protocols, think about 4 families who are grieving because of this virus. The one who passed away today, our dear friend, he didn't die of the COVID-19. He died of
Mhm.
heart attack.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, it's a serious matter. When you think of like, because we can't take it away from being Filipinos. Like we love being with our fellow Filipinos. We love to
Yes.
party. We love to have potlucks. We love to do things, stuff like that. We're very sociable and we're happy people. And sad to say, we can't do this, but we have to understand why these things are happening. So for all those who think of like going to see their friends
Yeah.
because they are bored,
Hmm.
please do not, because there's 4 families in Nova Scotia, at least here in our province, who are grieving because of this serious matter. So please, please comply with the government protocols. And we're quite, I don't know, for on my aspect, I'm very serious today. But Donick, you'll take the stage for our promo play. What's the price for today?
So the price for our promo play would be uh so one you could win one of the two pizza, large pizza from Randy's Pizza,
Randy's
courtesy
Pizza.
of
Yeah.
Butch Remo. He was generous enough to share it with us and give back to our community. Uh, with you can have 5 toppings on your pizza, so you just need to tag some friends and make sure that they are watching. What are the other procedures for winning the promo play, Al?
I think what we can do today is we can invite the medical frontliners to join us with our promo play, because today is a very interesting topic, as we will be talking about one of the needful protection that we have in our bag or in our pocket, which
Mhm.
is the hand sanitizer.
Yes.
And we dedicate this live stream to all the medical workers, all the
Thank you
medical
very much.
frontliners who've been really working very hard. And it's not just them. I think it's also the families who are, who also have to do some adjustments with the many logistics that they have to consider, like from coming home,
Mm,
undressing, and making sure that there's no virus in their home.
yeah,
There's a lot of things going on. And I've talked to a lot of our fellow Filipino nurses and caregivers and the medical frontliners.
yep,
They're really hanging on there so that we all be safe.
yes,
And for those who complain na nasa bahay lang, we're just home and we can't do anything, think about the medical frontliners who
yes.
are in front of the virus or in front of the vulnerable members of this community. So it's a different situation, but we have to comply now
Yeah,
or suffer
yeah.
later.
We might be
For
sorry for later, right?
Yeah, and 600 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the province says something. It's like half of a community. It's
Yeah,
like half of Timberley. It's like half of some parts of the province.
yeah.
So yeah, so simply to all those who are watching right now, if you know of any nurse, tag them in the comment section and then say a special thank you message or a message to them that we can read online, and then you get qualified to win one of the two um, pizza that we'll be giving away. So the winner would be not the one who tag, or the winner would be the nurse
And there's
or the
your friend,
medical frontliner who
or
you tagged,
also the
right?
essential workers, right? So because the stores, they would have to be open for us to be able to buy our
Oh
supplies,
yes.
and for you out too, right? I would not be able to receive my iPad from Amazon if if it's not delivered, right?
No, it's okay. If you will tag me, or if Koji will tag me, then I'll graciously give my prize to the medical frontliners.
Yeah,
But you're right, Donick. So our promo play is simply tagging the frontliners. So we have the medical frontliners, those who work in fast foods, right? In drive-throughs, those who work in delivery services. There's a lot of them. So tag them in the comment section, and then write a message to them so that we can read the message for them.
and East Coast
And of
Filipino
course,
Portal, right?
yes, yeah, definitely. I'd like to say hi to Brian Orania. He's watching, so I can probably tag Brian Orania, and
Yeah,
he get to win later on. So, guys, for you to join the promo play, simply tag our frontliners, the medical workers, those who
essential
work in the
workers,
restaurants and deliveries, and who else? Donick,
essential
are you a
workers too.
frontliner?
No, I'm a backliner.
But sideliner, you're a sideliner. You still work, right? You still do some
Yeah,
online meetups.
yeah, helping people. And then
So
also some people who are still in home cares, right? Because they would still need they would still need some help from our medical practitioners in there. So if you know anyone who's working for essential workers, that would be great. A lot of Filipinos work in a healthcare system for our community. There was actually a video that I saw from from the UK, wherein one host in there, I think Pierce, was recognizing the sacrifices and the hard work of our friends, our fellow Filipinos in the UK, that are nurses that are working in the hospitals there, for their sacrifices.
Awesome. And I think we're ready for our correspondence section, right?
Yes. Before that, maybe
Yes.
we could greet some of our viewers, right? So I
Oh,
know
yes.
Patricia. Patricia is the friend of one of our guests, Julie. So Patricia Borja, she was one of the first person that logged in and made the comment. So I have on mine. So we have Mike Salterio saying, "Good job, guys." We have Bry Rania. Happy birthday, Bry! And then Koji.
Birthday
Koji.
pala ni Brian.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
happy
Bri.
birthday. And then we have Reese Flores. We have Kev's uh, Kison. And then we have Janine Diary. So those are the people that are watching on my side.
Awesome. So I got a question from my private message how they can join the promo play. So simply tag those friends who are still working during this crisis and then give a short message that we can read online for you to be qualified. Not for them, it's for the person who they tag, for them to be qualified to win one of the two large pizzas with five toppings, and that's awesome. So I think we're ready for our East Coast correspondent. At
Yes.
this point in time, we'll have Catherine Rhodes, our New Glasgow correspondent, on what she's learning about this situation of COVID-19.
that the streets were dead. This tells me that most people from the area are also practicing social distancing for the common good. Normally, at this hour, there's a bit more traffic, but COVID 19 has changed normal practices. Many restaurants are closing, bar establishments have closed, along with many other businesses, as they choose to protect themselves, their employees, and the general public against the virus.
Guys, this
That
is
the
your East
streets
Coast
were dead.
Filipino portal
This tells me
correspondent
that
from New
most people
Glasgow,
from the
Catherine
area are
Rhodes,
also
and we
practicing
are out
social
and about
distancing
for a
for the
drive
common good.
because we've stayed at home for the entire day. We got so bored, and so we decided to go out. But we are just really going out for a drive and see what's going on within town, like what people are doing, and we want to see if there will be people on the road, going to restaurants and some other places. So
As we were driving, it wasn't hard to realize that the streets were dead. This tells me that most people from the area are also practicing social distancing for the common good. Normally, at this hour, there's a bit more traffic, but COVID 19 has changed normal practices. Many restaurants are closing, bar establishments have closed, along with many other businesses, as they choose to protect themselves, their employees, and the general public against the virus. Something that has been happening over the past few weeks is the price of gas decreasing. This week, it's down to 80.6 cents per liter. It's been a long time since people have seen gas prices this good, but many fears what's to come once we are able to beat this virus in regards to the economy.
Mostly one here is only like 45%, but Philippine alcohol is
99 per
99.99.
yeah 99.9%.
What we see on the
Yeah, just run out too. So
on TFC, they were saying something about, was it 70 and 40%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
885.
And that's about it, guys. There's not a lot of people outside, and the town is dead. So most people prefer to just stay at home. So we are home now, guys. Please stay safe. Please practice social distancing. Keep washing your hands, and just don't go to crowded places. Okay? I'll see you guys later. This has been your East Coast Filipino Portal correspondent, Catherine Rhodes. Bye.
This is your YMCA Peace Medal awardee for 2019. East Coast Filipino Portal. Welcome you to your Friday live.
All right.
There we have it,
Awesome.
Catherine Rhodes. Thank you so much for that video. And to all those who wanted to follow Catherine Rhodes over on YouTube, you can always search Spice Roads.
Yep.
So, and you'll get to be updated with what's in and out in New Glasgow and some fun, cool videos of Catherine Rhodes.
Absolutely.
And so we got a message here from Joel's Ginto. I think this is the mom of Julianne. She said, "Proud mom here. Hi, Al and Donick. Hi,
Hello.
Ate Jolina. And to all those who are watching right now, thank you so much. So, guys, if you want those frontliners that you love to win one of the two large pizzas, courtesy of Randy's Pizza
In Dartmouth.
in Dartmouth, just tag their name and make sure you put a little message for them that we can read online. So Randy's Pizza is actually located at 179 Boland Road in Dartmouth. So you can contact them at 902-466-3393 or 902-466-3394. Thank you so much, Randy's Pizza.
Yeah, thank you very much, Butch Remo, for helping and giving out to the community. Brian actually tagged some of his friends who work in the front lines. So he tagged Bless Calusa, Mark Dilanganin, Rolf Tropesado, Ace King, Amor Jen, Jen Feller, Padua, Faith, Hannes D, and what's that?
I think I know all of them.
Yeah, you know them, right?
Yeah, yes. And so keep on tagging your friends, especially those who are the frontliners at this crisis, for them to win one of the two large pizza. Can you imagine? We're giving away pizza for tonight. So there's two pizzas for tonight.
Yeah,
All
and
right. I can't. Yes, Donick.
Randy's Pizza is still open. They also do some deliveries for people close to that area in Dartmouth, but they are still open. They're really busy with the businesses that
Yes.
they're receiving from people who want to just stay home.
Awesome. So do they do pickup as well? I think so, right?
Yep, pickup. They are still
Yeah.
open, but still having that social distancing. So we have to still respect that. And also they do deliveries in surrounding areas.
I think most stores are doing, like especially the small stores, like they do just five people inside the store and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And it's not just having five people in there, but still you have to follow the distance with
Social
each,
distancing.
yeah, the social distancing protocol. I'd like to say hi to Ace, Roa, and Atehana, and of course Kuya Victor is watching as well. All right, so and I think Koji tagged Jenny. Jenny, I know Jenny is still works in the office, so she's
Mm-hmm.
also a frontliner. So once again, guys, please tag all of your friends who are frontliners who are still working at this point in time of the crisis, so that they get to win one of the two medium pizza. And
Large
tonight
pizza.
it's large pala, sorry. Lumiit eh.
Binigay ba sa'yo
Lumiit.
yun?
Large na lang sa akin daw. Hindi. Sorry, sorry. It's a large pizza. We're giving away two large pizzas with five toppings of your choice.
Yes.
Ayan. So at this time, I think we're ready for our main guest for tonight. I'm
Yes.
personally very interested and very excited because they are honored chemists, and they're supposed to be graduating this year.
Yeah.
And we'll find out as to how things would go as we go along with our conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You want to introduce one of them, Donick, and I'll introduce the other one. I
So,
think we can have both of them.
yep. I would like to introduce Julie Ann Diary. She's an honored student, chemist, and studying in SMU, right? So, and she's Filipino too. So it's an honor for us to have Julie with us on tonight's live stream. And your mom's watching. So, all right.
Hi, Mom.
There's a family
Hello.
support. Yeah. Julianne, what do you want to say as an intro to all those who are watching?
Yeah, so like, hi guys. Like, thanks you guys for having us, and we're kind of excited to share to you guys about our little project going on and another project that we're kind of starting out as
Mhm.
well. But yeah,
So you guys never stop. And let's have your other counterpart. Let's bring on Prashansa.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello,
Prashansa. Prashansa is also a prospective graduate, I believe,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So, and Prashansa is also from St. Mary's University. So we're very glad to have students on well, not just students, these are honored chemists. I
Yes.
can't wait to talk to them about how this project is going on. But before we'll go with the main talk about the hand sanitizer project, tell us more about yourself. Let's start with Julie. As a student, tell us more about who you are so that people who are watching, they will get to know you. And then we'll have Prashansa after.
yeah. So I'm Julie, and as you guys introduced me, I am in my last year in St. Mary's University, doing undergrad and Bachelor of Science degree with biology and chemistry honors.
Mhm.
So yeah, like we're trying to like when this pandemic kind of like came down, it's just like crazy, like everything just got shut down. Like we're supposed to graduate and walk, in our graduation ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the third week I think of March,
Mhm.
yeah, the school kind of like closed, and we're kind of like, oh my gosh, like how are we, you know, go on with our, because we're also so being honors student, so we have to like write our theses of like our research and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like like suddenly like everything kind of like stops, like we have to like be at home, like, and like our data like in the lab cannot be like access like easily.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's kind of like stressful, but yeah. And then yeah, as we're kind of like at home, like me and Prash were kind of like, oh, okay, so I'm kind of
What
this
will keep you busy, right?
was that.
What will keep you busy nowadays, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, girl, we need to do like something about this like pandemic and stuff. And we're kind of like talking about like alcohol, hand sanitizers. It's kind of like flying off the shelves, like in drugstores, like pretty much everywhere, even like now. So yeah, and I've been kind of like looking at kind of like contacting other distilleries because
Julie, before we discuss that, I know you're also excited as myself, but let's have, yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a short while, but we'll have, sorry to cut you off, but we'll have Prashansa. Like Prashansa, you want to introduce yourself as well,
Yeah,
and
hi.
then we'll have the whole thing about the hand sanitizer. I know Julie's very excited. I'm also excited. Prashansa, tell us more about yourself.
So I'm from Mauritius. I'm an international student in Nova Scotia at University. So I'm doing the same degree as Julie is doing. So I'm doing a double major in biology and chemistry with honors in chemistry. So it's been great. Like I've known Julie from second year, from my second year, and like we've been working in a research lab in summers where we work with microbes. So we've been working with lots of like we have like a background in microbiology, which is great experience
Mhm.
as well. So yeah, that's about me.
I One thing for sure, tonight's gonna be very technical
Yeah.
in terms of a lot of like pathogens. I did my a little bit of my research, but Julie, your sister is saying hi, and she said go Julie, and your Rowena Katindig is also saying hi. So maraming nanonood, a lot of
There are a
people
lot
are
of fans.
watching. Yeah, and of course, Julie Ann is originally from the Philippines, and Prashansa is from Mauritius.
Mauritius.
So tell us a little bit, just a little bit. I know this is a very interesting time of our lives. We're in, you know, with the pandemic and the crisis that's been going on, and then knowing the fact that you are supposed to be graduating this
Hmm.
year, and hopefully that will happen anytime this year. But I know you guys are still busy with, you know, doing a lot of stuff, and one of which is the hand sanitizer project. And what, because of this scheduled live stream that we have, I kind of like did a quick research. Well, not really a research. Well, I picked up one hand sanitizer and I looked at it, and it doesn't say anything about the alcohol content.
Oh,
So it's really interesting, and it's a high end brand. I will not mention which brand, but I was quite surprised. So tell us, what are the components of an effective hand sanitizer? How much alcohol content it has to have, and
Hmm.
what are other things that we have to consider? Let's start with Prashansa and then Julie.
okay. So normally hand sanitizers usually start with it should be higher than 60%.
Mm.
So normally in labs, what we work with at least 70% alcohol because that like usually kills lots of bacteria. But 70% is not that good for our skin either. But like usually, if you are using 70, there would be like nowadays some hand sanitizers. Some of them are selling them at 70% as well.
Yeah.
So with that you get normally it's fine like because the 70% as well is like it's efficient, but
Hmm.
the minimum should be at least 60%. That's how
60%.
like no usually the commercial hand sanitizer would go to. But like normally the higher you go it will be the better, but at some point it either will evaporate or it's not that good for your skin. So
Or it
like
can burn you.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
So
like
the
no,
minimum should be 60%, right?
yeah.
Minimum should be 60%. It does it have to be liquidy, or it has to be jelly? Julian, tell us about the texture of the hand sanitizer. Is there like a requirement as to whether it should be liquid or it should be gel like? What's your take?
right. So normally, like if you want to use it, for example, if you have 60% or 70% um ethanol or
Alcohol content?
Hmm.
it doesn't really matter, but like there some research that's kind of leaning more towards like that the if it's like jelly,
Mm-hmm.
It has like more time to like be in your skin than to like
Oh, okay.
just evaporate like quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's kind of like nicer if you can get like a gelling agent to like make your alcohol like more texturized or like more,
Mhm.
yeah, it can do like its job like more time. So
So, Julie and Prashansa, so share us your story. Why did you come up with this idea of creating your own uh,
Yes.
hand sanitizer, and what are the things that you did for you to be able to achieve that goal, that project? I believe you went through a lot of process and reaching out to different institutions and people for you to be able to make this happen, to give back to the community. So what's the motivation and what's the process that you had to go through to be able to give back to the community?
And knowing the fact they're not allowed to go to their school in their laboratory,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with Prashansa and then Julie.
Okay. So first of all, it started with Julie. so so it the crisis when coronavirus it hasn't already come to Nova Scotia, but
Mm-hmm.
it was around New Brunswick. We started hearing news about it, and then that's when like in during just right before there's a shutdown. Right
Mm-hmm.
before university shuts down,
Yeah.
Julie was like telling me, "Hey girl, it's going crazy!" Like because we all were going grocery shopping and stuff because we need to get
Yeah.
our things, and then we were like, we won't even get hand sanitizers because
Yeah.
everybody's going crazy buying, panic buying, and
Yeah.
then we were like, this is stupid because we could make our own too. Kind of thing, and
Wow.
then Julie was saying, yeah, like Jules was like, yeah, we could just make our own because she was the one telling me, hey girl, we can just make it, and then we could like, so that's how like I was like, yeah, like let's try and do something with it.
Yeah.
But like she was the one who came up with like, hey girl, let's do this. And then we were thinking of St. Mary's first because we have normally we're working in a lab, so we have alcohol already present,
Mm-hmm.
but at first, we're just thinking of small scale. We're just thinking of like we will just make like 20 or like 50 at least just to distribute it to communities and help people. We're
Yeah.
not thinking about large scale, about like thousands of bottles. But we didn't. But when we got into contact with Snew, but it like our chair of department, but it's kind of tricky because it's the school and also we
Mm-hmm.
don't have enough resources. So then we thought about distilleries. So that's how we got into touch with different distilleries. And
Yeah.
then Julie Shore from Halifax Distillery, she got back to us saying that she's really interested in that project. And then Julie and I have been working on like looking for like the recipe development, and Julianne has been doing a great job also in finding gelling agents for um for this hand sanitizer. So yeah, that's how it's been going so far.
Julie, what were the challenges that you guys face along the way with this discovery?
yeah, so like at first it's kind of like since like we're kind of like starting on our own, so like we're kind of like buying stuff
Mm,
out of it, and it's kind of like
And
I guess,
knowing that you're students, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And then it's like at first it's hard to like find even just like alcohol and stuff, and just like the next day like everything else like
Everything's gone. Yeah.
it's like not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the hard part. And then the next kind of like difficulties that we face is like the school closing. Like there's no like we can't really control that. And but yeah, like it's great because like our professor, like like even at home like she's willing to like help us, give advice. And then
Hmm.
like it's just been great, like working with Prash too, and then contacting other distilleries, and then finally getting in contact with Julie Shore with the Halifax
Mm-hmm.
distillery.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Wow, amazing. Amazing. We can't wait to see you guys succeed more, not just in the hand sanitizer business, but I think in whatever you guys would think that's great for the community.
Yeah.
So great job, guys. But right now, I think the next part of our live stream is that we're gonna have a live what do you call this?
Demo.
Uh, Demo. There you go. Not an experiment anymore. This is a live demo of the hand sanitizer project of Prashansa and Julie. Okay, so how do we do this? So we'll start with maybe
We'll give
first
the
step.
floor.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
start first because
give the floor to you guys. You guys will take the live stream.
okay. So first of all, we use the WHO recipe, but the WHO one doesn't have like it uses 96% alcohol, and it's very hard to find 96% alcohol normally. So usually, like Julie got the 70% for me. So the 70% can be found usually in store. So what we kind of like modified it. So because if you use 96%, usually use less alcohol. But since we're using 70%, we're gonna use more alcohol so that it keeps when it doesn't get too diluted. So and then we converted it to measuring cups and spoons so that it's easier. It's not like in milliliters, so that like how we gonna like measure it if we don't have
Yeah.
a instrument. So yeah, so first of all, I'm gonna start with making a simple one, and then Julie is gonna make like another one that is also helpful. So this one is a basic one. It's with glycerine and alcohol. So and Julie is gonna make one with alcohol, glycerine, and hydrogen peroxide. But if you don't have, usually it's really good to have the hydrogen peroxide. It helps more, but like if you don't have it, it's fine still as long as you have the alcohol. So I will start with a simple one. So here's like a big regular spoon, it's like a regular tablespoon. So I'm just gonna like take the glycerine. This is glycerine. It can be found usually in stores. So I'm just gonna take a tablespoon of full of glycerine in the cup. So that's just like a regular measuring cup. And then, let me see. Okay. And then I'm gonna add the alcohol to it just to make it to a 1 cup measurement. So I'm gonna have to add more. So usually this one is like the one from WHO. You will get a liquidy consistency because the glycerin is not that viscous and alcohol is just a liquid, and it's gonna be watery like that, but it's still effective. So what I did, I put it in a spray bottle. So I poured it in a spray bottle just like this one. So it's actually just like it's liquid. What I do is I will just spray it like that on my hands and make sure it goes to like every corners of your hand when like just like regular hand washing. When you're doing, you don't just like spray it and then you're done because that's not really
Yeah.
killing everything. So like you would have to like really spread it throughout. So like the glycerin helps with moisturizing a little bit, so that's why it's helpful. So but at some point if you're spraying a lot of alcohol, your hands will get dry, so make sure you're working with lotion as well, just in case you don't feel that like first bit annoyingness of like hands being dry. And like I'll let Julie do the hydrogen peroxide, but if you guys want to thicken it, there's like an option. So like I don't know if you guys heard about Xanthan gum. So Xanthan gum is like a regular gel, like people use it too in bakeries and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So and it's used to thicken sauces and like it's used to thicken lots of different. It has different uses, but and it's natural. It can help in thickening it. The thing is, it's pretty difficult to get Xanthan gum to fully thicken the thing. I tried it before, but I had something to stir it for me. I didn't have to stir it manually. If you stir it manually,
Oh,
yeah, you're never gonna be done. So usually how it looks, I just took like maybe I would take like hot quarter cup of like water,
Mm-hmm.
just regular water, and then add like a small teaspoon, like the regular small ones
Mm-hmm.
of Bezanfan gum, and I would mix it. It would clump a little bit, but at some point it goes to like a solid like this. See, it
Oh
doesn't
wow.
even move. But what you could do is like that's a suggestion. I haven't tried that because I don't have an overhead mixer. If you have an overhead mixer, like if you bake and stuff, you have overhead mixers. So
Mm-hmm.
you're making a lot of it. I would like suggest like take like some of this. And sometimes if you this one, it's I didn't strain it, so that's why like the lumps it was solidified.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you're making it, you could also strain it so that it's easier for you, and then it
oh,
becomes
there you
like
go.
Mm-hmm.
glue things like this one.
Yeah.
Um, so if you add it to your hand sanitizer,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put it in an overhead mixer, I guess maybe try to do it like at low speed or medium speed, 15
Okay.
minutes and then turn it off for a little bit because it's been running for a while, and then do
Yep.
it at least 4 times. Because like stirring it for at least an hour or 2 hours
Yep.
would give you a gel-like consistency. Like it will still look liquidy. It will be runny a little bit, but when you spread it on your, if you let it sit a little bit for like an hour or so,
Mm-hmm.
and then you spread it on your skin, it won't be like that. Like you would have to spread. It would be like an
Hmm.
actual gel. But
Oh, wow.
yeah. So you could try that if you would like a gel. But if not, if you don't want the first, that's also an easy way. Just put in a
Mm-hmm.
spray bottle and like bring it with you.
Yeah. I guess one. Thank you very much, Prashansa, for that.
Yeah.
So the main difference with that, with just having an alcohol in the water, is that it would prolong the protection of your hands, right? Because of the glycerin. Wow, amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so wow, that's awesome. I think a lot of people are into DIY nowadays, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And learning how to make your own hand sanitizer, you are sure that you're putting in the right chemicals, right? So,
Mhm.
and now we're gonna have Julie's version of the hand sanitizer using hydrogen. It's
Yeah.
hard to say it, eh? Hydrogen peroxide. Um, do we need some special protection though when we're dealing with hydrogen peroxide or with these chemicals?
For if you're using 3% hydrogen peroxide, then you should be okay.
Okay.
But if you're using, like other concentrations, like higher concentrations, 35%, like
Hmm.
definitely wear gloves because it's gonna burn your hands
Oh
like
wow.
right away. Yeah. So for this one, we're also gonna need 70% isopropanol, glycerine or glycerol, and then 3% hydrogen peroxide. You can
Hmm.
all get this in the drugstore if there is stuff, is there anything
If
there.
they still have stocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually my last bottle. Um, yeah, so if you have a 225 mil, 70%, and you want to use all of that, go for it. It's approximately 1 cup.
Okay.
there.
So to all those who are watching with kids right now, please make sure that these chemicals are away from your kids, because we never know. Kids sometimes they drink whatever they want to drink, so
Yeah.
let's be careful.
And then for this case, we're using 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of glycerol. So I'm just gonna use these. It's like easier to like pump up.
What's the thing that you're using? Because I'm not really familiar with instruments in a laboratory.
Graduated pipette,
Okay.
and you can kind of like see how
Hmm.
many mils you are adding, and it's like really good to like because like glycerine is very viscous, so make sure
What
like
do you What do you mean by viscous? Just
Means
for the benefit of myself, at
really
least. What's that, Julie?
honey, like very like sticky, like slow,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
you know. Sorry, right? And then so 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of glycerine, and then for the 2% hydrogen peroxide, you have use 10 ml, so double the amount, so 2 teaspoon.
While Julie's working on that, are we going to have the procedure available for
yeah,
viewers? Yeah.
Mhm.
we're gonna post it so that it's easier for you guys to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we gotta make sure that you're working with the right concentration.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You might follow the recipe, but like not really using the right volume. It could be like more concentrated or less concentrated of like
Mhm.
alcohol, and might be dangerous or might not be affected at all.
Yeah.
So you can
I
like
have a question. So with the steering rod, because you have a steering rod right now, right? And it's made of glass. Is it okay to use a bamboo stick to steer it or no? I just want to make sure, because
Or
to all those
spoon.
who are watching, we
Mhm.
have to be we have to be careful, right? So for the hand sanitizer to be effective, we should use
Either
sterilized items, or okay, a glass steering rod, right? Not a bamboo stick from the
no,
barbecue.
yeah,
Or
We're
from
gonna
We
show you
can't use that.
exactly.
Yes,
Or
there you go.
yeah,
just
exactly.
use a
Just
spoon.
don't use,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or
And
the spoon, stainless. It's a stainless spoon, right?
yeah,
So it
Yeah,
doesn't have contaminants. Yeah.
yeah.
exactly. You do that.
Okay.
And then after you like mix it and everything, you have to leave it for at least 24 hours. 72 hours should be the perfect time to like let it
Mhm.
settle, so that it can like feel everything in it, and like it's good for use. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so like for this is the WHO recommended recipe.
Oh, nice.
Um, but so it's kind of like what we're using in the Halifax distillery, but with a gelling agent to make it more, um,
Mhm.
texturized. Yeah.
Well,
That's
there we have it. The
yeah.
hand sanitizer project. I can't wait to make my own, but I'm still a little bit of confused as a normal person with the many things that we have to consider. But anyway, what you have seen is really an easy project, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Buy those recommended ethanol, and then the glycerine, and the hydrogen peroxide and water. They're quite accessible though, but we
Mhm.
have to. I think we'll be posting online as to the procedure,
Yes.
and they're gracious enough. Julie and Prashansa are gracious enough to use household measuring devices,
Mhm.
so that those who are watching from their homes would be able to do this as a project. We know that we're not that busy. Well, at least for most people who are at home, they can do this at home, as a project. If you do it with your kids, then make sure to be very careful. So why do we? I wasn't able to catch up. Why do we have to leave the solution for at least 24 to 72 hours?
So normally, like wherever you're using, it's not sterile, right? Like you would have
Hmm.
to like and even like your hands and stuff, you would have germs. So just in case you have some like different bacteria or like anything, it would just kill it because the alcohol kills it.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't give it enough time, so if you want this to protect you, it needs to be clean, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
you
of
need
course.
to like keep it for at least like 24 to 72 hours, like to make it like 72 hours should be the maximum for
Mm-hmm.
it. And like I think
Mhm.
24, 48 hours, like at least 2 days, like leave it
Mhm.
alone so that like you could just use it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a recommended temperature, like room temperature? It should be around what temperature for the
Um,
storing?
yeah, like room temperature is ideal, but if you're using 2% hydrogen peroxide,
Mhm.
it it's probably a good idea to kind of like store it like away from the sunlight,
Oh, okay.
because hydrogen peroxide um will just degrade or kind of like break down
Mhm.
with like the sunlight or UV exposure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, if you use hydrogen peroxide and if you expose the solution with the sunlight, the effectivity of the hydrogen peroxide will not be there anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, I understood my chemistry teacher.
Alright.
All right. So,
And also like yeah, so like we just got back from so like earlier today we
mhm.
meet up with Julie Shore at the
Yeah.
BCC and kind of like show us the first.
Wow,
Yeah, it's exciting.
you guys are
Oh,
big time
wow.
now.
Yeah.
Joey, can we have like a full screen of this, Joey? Where's Joey? Can we have a full screen of
Uh, Ramirez, yay!
Nothing very so
So,
Represent.
what's the time frame? So, good thing you showed that product. That
Donik,
you showed.
congratulate muna natin.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys,
Congratulations.
for doing this breakthrough. And we are so lucky to be. I think this is the first time that you guys are introducing this product to the public. And
Mhm.
anytime soon, you guys will be on CTV and CBC and all over the place.
Global news.
And we're so proud to have you guys. To be productive during this COVID-19 pandemic. Staying at home kind of thing. I think it's great that the public would be able to do this at home as well. And if not, and if you are still confused, you can just. I think this will be available in the market locally. Wow, amazing, amazing. Jonik, what was your question, Donik? Oh, wait a second. Patricia May Borja is saying congrats,
Congrats.
Julie and Prashansa. And Patricia is also yeah, she said mom. I don't know why she said mom. Yep. Ayan, wow, awesome. I think the public is very much excited about this project. And Rowena also said congratulations. Janine is very
Thank you.
supportive as a sister. She said congratulations, Julianne and Prash. Prash, I like the name Prash.
Thank
It's
you.
like close to Posh. Yeah. We'll just have a very quick break with our discussion, and then we'll go back to Donik's question. Guys, if you're watching right now, please do tag those frontliners who are still working at the during this pandemic, so that they get to be qualified to win one of the two large pizzas that we're giving away tonight.
From
So and
Randy's Pizza in Dartmouth.
from Randy's Pizza in Dartmouth. They're located at 179 Boland Road. So if you guys are kind of bored tonight, you can call Randy's Pizza in Dartmouth. So that's 902 466 3393, 902 466 3394. Wow, two pizzas were given away tonight. So if you guys want to catch up, tag the frontliners in the comment section of this live stream. And Donick, what was your question? Sorry.
Yeah, before I go to the question, I think there were earlier comments from Patricia saying icon, power duo. Kim said, I love you as Julie. And then Patricia said, yes, girl. And then Jules said, hi, Prash. Good job, guys.
Hi.
All right. All right. So the question I had is, so you showed the product, the end result of your hard work, your team's hard work, and I saw Nova Scotia Power in there, Halifax Distillery. So what's the time frame for you to be able to receive the whole like packages, and so what's going forward? Like, are you going to distribute that to specific locations, specific area? What's the time frame for the project that you have?
Mm.
So yeah, normally it is 8 days to make the fermentation, the process, and overall it's gonna be 14 days to make the whole production.
Mm-hmm.
We're making, is it 3,000? Are we 3,000?
3,000. Wow.
I would mean like at least
At least 3,000. Yeah. So like,
€2,000 or at least depending on how much we start with.
yeah. So like, yeah, like the whole process, like making the alcohol, making more hand sanitizers and like mixing stuff and then bottling is like going to be in total 14 days. And since, as Prash said, mentioned earlier, since Nova Scotia Power kind of did the funding and they're giving
Wow.
cost, they yeah, they're gonna receive a portion, a set portion, and then the whole portion will be given to the frontline workers. So like right now we're kind of figuring out like who to do first because especially like earlier we only have a few boxes to give away.
Mm-hmm.
We give it away to a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Public,
Mhm.
and we'll give it away to other shelter that are still open and kind of like
Yeah.
serving it to the public. So yeah, so pretty much it will be it. It's gonna expand to reach other frontline workers like the truck drivers who do all the
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, like hopefully expand to pharmacies and probably get more funding to like keep this going.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
mhm.
Wow, there's a lot of things that will be you guys will be busy during this time of the year. Anytime soon we're gonna see you on billboard probably with your hand sanitizer.
With your
I don't know, but what moving forward with this project from conceptualization, from working on this hand sanitizer project from your home, and now you're in partnering with the Nova Scotia Distillery and Emera Nova Scotia Power Company. What will be your role moving forward with this project? What's gonna be your role? What's gonna happen?
Right.
So right now, like our role is mostly to help with like the expansion as well. So like at first we help with the recipe development, trying to find how to work it out. But like afterwards, it's a lot of work to actually make overs and sanitizers.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna focus on that, and then like we have to work on distributing it.
Mm-hmm.
So like that would be our role too. So
Awesome.
anything you want to add, Julie?
Yeah, and then so yeah, like I mean we just heard back from our professor, our supervisor as well, that yeah, they're kind of like trying to find funding for us, like me and Prash,
Yeah.
so that we can work full time at the Halifax distillery because
Okay.
they
Wow.
Wow.
Hopefully we get the funding.
So can you imagine you guys are not graduating yet, but you guys are hired. You
Yeah.
guys are hired with this worthy cause of coming up with a hand sanitizer. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Wow.
Still, yeah, like we kind of like wanted to. They kind of have like another project they want to work on, like making like propagating yeast and stuff. So we're gonna work on that during the summer
Mm-hmm.
with the help of distillery. But so like me and Fresh right now kind of have like a new like project going on as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're
Yeah.
excited to have you
I
here.
can I can help out carry the boxes of the hand sanitizer. Don't worry. I have big muscles.
You have your first volunteer there.
Yes, and I think I can. We'll see how it goes. We can talk it out with some delivery companies who can also help distribute this worthy project of the hand sanitizer. Wow, amazing! Prashansa came from Mauritius. 24 degrees right now in Mauritius, and Julie from the Philippines. What's the best part of, aside from discovering this hand sanitizer? What's the best part of studying in Nova Scotia?
Mm. So, like one of the like especially St. Mary's, what I found is St. Mary's is very international. Like, so back home is very diverse. You have lots of different communities living in a small island. So, like having like a diverse population, also like a student population at SMU, like helped. Like it didn't give me such a culture shock. And what I liked about like um Nova Scotia is like it's pretty. People are really nice here, and like you
Yes.
can really you do really feel welcome when I did feel welcome when I came here, and especially at St. Mary's, it's a small university, so you get to get that personal connection with your profs, which is great, and you get to do really cool stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that's how like I got into research. That's how yeah, that's how you make like great friends and stuff, which is very great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, awesome.
That's awesome.
You
I,
miss your family in Mauritius, Prash?
Yeah, I do. Like kind of got used now because like it's already 4 years since I'm here.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
like yeah, at some point you kind of get used to it, but of course like you miss home and want to be home.
Mhm.
But oh well, I
Yeah.
like it here.
Yeah,
So
but this time you will be very much engaged with this big project that you guys are into. So, and definitely your families in Mauritius are very proud of you. So, Julianne, how about you? How's it studying in Nova Scotia? You're originally from the Philippines, and
yeah,
it's very hot in the Philippines right now.
gosh, yeah. Like I kind of, and it's gonna snow tomorrow. I was like,
oh
what?
my god.
Right. Yeah, like I really like that because like I mean on where I kind of grew up at like you know like pursuing chemistry is not really widely encouraged.
Mhm.
You know, you just kind of like you can be a professor, I guess that's it. But like you know it's like really like encouraged and like working at St. Mary's University at the chemistry lab they kind of like you know like if we have an idea go for it like you find something and then you make a proposal give it to me and then we'll see what you can do so and then yeah it's like the
So
chemistry
they're very open to discoveries, very tolerant of experiments that you guys are doing. Well, this one project will go a long way for sure, and hopefully we'll be able to work out with in partnership with you guys as well, moving forward with this hand sanitizer. So if
Oh, I just
if
have
the
one
hand
question.
sanitizer will be in the market, Donic, um, for me, why would I buy this product? It's because it's from Nova Scotia and it's made by Julie and Prash.
Yeah.
And it's something
Local.
that we can be proud of locally. And maybe one day it'll be, distributed in the entire country and
Mhm.
around the world. We never know
Absolutely. Right.
what things can happen in the future. Yeah.
Similar to East Coast lifestyle, right?
yeah
Rough, right? So I
And
have one last
in
question.
in major stores as well, for sure.
Absolutely. I have one last question for Julie and Prash.
Mhm.
So, what are the lessons that you've learned from this experience that you had from start to finish? And I'm pretty sure there will be other things that are going to be uh, happening in the future. Your future is really bright. What are the lessons that you've learned from the whole process?
So what I definitely learned is to be really open to ideas and like not to give up, because like at some point you'll be like, oh, like we don't have supplies anymore, or like it's too expensive or stuff like that. But like, yeah, like, and also like I realized personally, like having someone else, like having a partner, like it really helps, because like
Mhm.
even if you're giving up, your partner is like doesn't like, at least like at some point like you would like support each other in some way where like you both get the project somewhere,
Yeah.
which that is what I learned like how it's powerful to work with other people,
Mm.
and like how like being open to ideas and not giving up gives projects like these. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I 100% agree. It's like, yeah, the whole, like the major thing that I kind of learned is very similar to that. So it's kind of like, if you want to do something, if you think it can help, go for it. Like you, like it at first, it's gonna be like, like people are gonna be like, oh, probably not a good idea. You're broke, like, but like, but like, it's like you'll find other people that are like-minded, and then they're gonna help you along the way, and you can learn from them. And yeah,
Mhm.
kind of like looking out for each other.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
It's
if you
awesome.
want to do it, just do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah. If you know that what you're doing is right, then go for it, no matter
That.
what the consequences are. And it's
Mhm.
great. Prash also mentioned that never give up. Sometimes, especially this time of the crisis, sometimes we just tend to just do something that's not worthwhile
Hmm.
because we have the luxury of time. But Prash is saying, don't give up with what you're thinking, which is right, because eventually that will not just benefit yourself but also other people. So it's great that she also mentioned about being open to ideas, working with other people, and to work with a buddy like Julie. How was it? How was it? And Julie with Prash, how did your tandem as a power duo, according to our viewer, according to Patricia, she said you guys are inspiring girls. Uh,
Thank
Keep up
you.
the good work and God bless. And yeah, that's what Jolina is also saying. Keep up the good work and God bless. So how has it been working with each other as a power duo, as inspiring individuals?
I would really like to like because Julie has been the one with like Julie's been like the bulb that lights up, like, hey, I got something, and then I've been the one to like hey, yeah, let's go. But like Julie has been like really really like insightful, and she's the one like sometimes when I say never give up, I've been the
Yeah.
one who's been like sometimes I've like been low, and I'm like, because I was stressed with my thesis, and like I was already stressed, and then like at some point I was kind of losing faith, but Julie wasn't, and like that inspired me too, because like, and she also understood how I was feeling too, and like she was really supportive throughout.
Hmm.
So like, and that also helped me to like get back to the game, which is great. So like that's why I
Yeah.
was mentioning, like whenever you believe in something, like whenever you want to bring a project, or
Hmm.
like whenever you bring something, if you have a partner, you have a collaboration, and
Yeah.
like choose your
Mhm.
partner well as well. Like Julie has been a really good friend to me, and like we both understand each other. So which is that's why it's working
Yeah.
great for us, because like Julie has been like really understanding, and then both of us like we really hype each other. Like I really like
Hmm.
our duo, even like it's gonna be emotional now, but like but like even as a friend, like as friends, we usually like hype each other up. So
Yeah.
like So it works like, but like doing a project together, we kind of
Yeah,
like each other. Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
So if Prash is very supportive, Julie, how are you learning from Prash as well?
Oh my gosh, he's like 100% supportive. Like the first time, like like we were in like second year, and we're kind of like there for each other. Working together through our courses, which has a lot of work. I was like last year, I was like super overwhelmed with like my research, and like she was there to like, okay, we got this, like calm me down, and and yeah, like whenever I have, yeah, like whenever I have an idea, I was like, so like, because like it's a thing. Okay, so you have an idea, but like if you can't, you know, pursue it or have
Hmm.
someone to like, like support you through it, and like, because like she, okay, I'm gonna have like, I have like, okay, I have an idea, but then she's like there to like, okay, I really like the idea, but let's look at the realistic side.
Hmm.
Let's go through this. So which like go over like more proposal, like more business, or like realistic side. So yeah, like she's been like so good through
That's
that.
awesome.
Mhm.
Okay, that was
Wow.
right.
I think I can relate more to Julie. I think Donick is more of Prash.
I don't.
Because yeah, Al always has a lot of ideas, and one of the ideas probably in the future you guys will have your own vlogs like Nova Lab 101 for all the Nova Scotia people who wanted to learn more about like essential stuff like hand sanitizer. Maybe in the future come up with something other than, I don't know, maybe a lot of other things. I'm thinking of a lot of ideas. But anyway, I'd like to personally thank Julie for connecting
Thank
with
you.
me. I know we had a conversation about this, and I was a little bit, um, I wasn't negative about it, but I was like, okay, but we have to make sure that this is an effective alcohol, or this is an effective hand sanitizer, kind of thing. But, and then she was quite persistent, and then she contacted me again. Hey Kuya, I have this, and I was like, okay, we'll have you on the live stream, and she said yes. And then Prash came up with this as well because she's also part of it. So once again, guys, on behalf of East Coast Filipino Portal, we are so grateful for Prash and Julie for sharing your story on your hand sanitizer project. Thank you so much,
Thank you
and
very much.
we can't we can't wait to see the helping hand, right?
Yeah,
Helping Hand sanitizer on market, and we're definitely gonna support that from our end as well.
awesome. Before we go to the promo play, there's still time, right, Al, for people to tag their friends who are in the front
Yes.
lines or essential workers, so that they would have the chance to win one of the two large pizza with 5 toppings that of your choice from Brandis Pizza from Dartmouth. Their address is 179 Boland Road, Dartmouth, and you can also call them at 902 466 3393 or 902-466-3394. If they could tag their friends, there's still time, right? And then we could greet some of the people that's still watching.
Yeah, Patricia has been following this live stream. She said, "Beautiful young girls, much love. This will go a long way."
Thank
Wow,
you.
awesome. So I think we're gonna draw, or we're gonna wait a little bit, Donick, for
Maybe we could.
our.
I know Mark Dilangalan just started watching us, so maybe he could. He was tagged by Brian earlier, so yeah, tagging people. So that's we'll give you some time. Earlier, Presh, I'm not sure if you know what the meaning of Lodi means. So Maria Denise Katindig mentioned it earlier. She said Lodi. Do you know the meaning of Lodi?
No. Do you have any hints for me?
You just have to switch it. If you put it in the on the mirror, like if you show you put Lodi on the mirror, you'll see the word idol. So somebody's looking up to you guys.
Oh,
That's Lodi. So you flip it, it says idol.
Oh, maybe
And Janine Dayrit actually tagged Kim Polintan and Patricia May Borja as frontliners as well. So to all those frontliners who are watching right now, and to all those who are watching, please do tag our frontliners. Be it Julie mentioned the truck drivers. We have the nurses, the CCAs, the
Mm.
doctors. As a show of gratitude to what they're doing at this crisis, we are giving away two large pizzas with 5 toppings. Wow, 5 toppings. Prashansa, if you are to pick 5 toppings, what are your top five?
I'm vegetarian, so I would be using like probably like I would put and I'm also an island girl, so there will definitely be pineapple in here.
Oh wow.
So yeah, pineapple, cheese, tomatoes, green peppers, red onions. Is that 5 already?
Yeah, that's 5. But we
Okay.
could give you an extra one if you want to.
If she wins, right?
Just
So
say
Prash,
healthy.
Are you vegan or
No, I'm just vegetarian.
oh you're
I
vegetarian? Okay.
this. Yeah.
I can totally relate to a vegetarian part. Just well, anyway, yeah, to all those who are watching, please, you still have, I think, a couple of minutes before we will draw. So as of the moment, Patricia said no pineapple. So as of the moment, we have these are the qualifiers. We have Jen, we have Bless, we have Faith, we have Patricia, we have Kim, we have Jenny, we have who else? We have Rose, we have Rolf, Mark Dilangalen, Bless, Ace King. So to all those who wanted to catch up, please tag all the frontliners that you know. I know some frontliners who are watching right now. I can probably tag them
Yeah.
as a show of gratitude for what they've been doing. Ayan. Pwede ba ako mag-tag? Can I
Yeah.
tag?
As long as it's not you, right?
Oh no. Donic. No, not me, Don. I actually wanna tag Mayeth Chanco Mantalaba. She's one
Yeah.
of the nurses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for some reason I can't. So whoever can tag
What's the name?
Mayeth
What's the
Chanco
name?
Mantalaba. Yeah.
Mayet
Mayeth Chanco
double
Mantalaba.
E or
I think it's Mayeth.
Mayeth
Yes.
Can I also?
Monta.
Can I?
Ayan. Joey tagged a lot of people. Adrian Delfin, Sarah Soleado, Galido.
There you go. Mayet's there.
Oh, Mayeth is there
He's
already.
watching.
Okay, perfect. Wrong spelling ata kay Donica.
Eh, sabi mo eh.
Mantalaba, it's not Mon. It's
so,
okay. It's there
Joey
already.
already added. Awesome.
Okay, so Joey's gonna add them up in our wheel of pizza fortune.
And Joey also. Joey's a nurse, so you should put in Jessa there.
No, Joey is disqualified. He
Uh,
should buy us pizza.
Jessa could be. We could add
I think
Jessa, right?
Joey needs to buy us pizza because he's
Yes.
also one of the busiest people online. He does a lot of social media businesses. So yeah, and I think Joey also tagged Vladimir Salcedo, Raymond Pangilinan, Cam Makapinlak. Wow, ang dami. So keep on tagging. Norberto Borja is tagged. Oh, my wife has been tagged. If my wife will win, I will right away say that we will give it to someone. So don't worry, I'll buy a party pizza for my wife. Well, party pizza, and the two of us will eat it. That's too much. So Gem Pots, a lot of people were tagged. Maya, thank you so much for tagging my neighbor. No one. Jessa, Jessa is tagged. Kielna Bantatua, Michelle Garciano, Jodenis Galang. Mayat, keep on tagging. We have a couple of minutes. Kanina ko pa sinasabi, no? Couple of minutes left. You guys okay, Prash? Are you guys okay? You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Julie, are you having fun?
You
Okay.
want to sing? Any one of you would like to sing while we're waiting for people to tag?
Hey, remember, Donic, they are chemists, honor chemists, so we have
Oh,
to give them honor. Well, would you mind to give thanks to all those who've been supporting you, Julie and Prashansa? Before we let you go, any last words of thanks to all those your family or anyone who's been very supportive with your hand sanitizer project?
Yeah. So one of my last words before leaving, before thanking people, I would like to let you guys know, yeah, keep your social distance, and also if you're using hand sanitizers, the ultimate thing, like hand sanitizers, is mostly like when you're going out and you can't wash your hands, because
hmm
sometimes you can't afford that you're touching stuff, but there's no tap and soap to wash your
yeah,
hands. So that's why we need hand sanitizers. But make sure you keep washing your hands frequently and avoid touching your face, which would be more helpful. And when you're leaving your house as well, don't leave with too many stuff. Try to minimize the amount of stuff you're using, and then try to keep that in mind when you're coming home before touching door handles and stuff. Just wash your hands, and then you
hmm
can touch your other things. But yeah, but going forward, I would like to thank um, Julie, who first of all, and then I'm very thankful for Julie Shore, who has supported us in this project.
hmm
The Scotia Power, who gave us lots of support, and many other the community partners who want to help us in distributing as well, which is Halifax Scaremongers, and many more many people who've been reaching out to us,
hmm
like the Smearing actors have just reached out to us. They want to help out, so we'll see about how we can go about it. But also many people who want to help, which is great. And yeah, I'm just thankful for everything.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Julie.
Awesome, thanks, Prash. Okay, Julie.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm really thankful like that right now, like we're kind of like safe, yeah, so I would like to thank God for, like being like me safe, like my family and my other loved ones, and I would thank Prash who always hype me up and calm me down at the same time. Um my like supervisor, my Clarissa said, who's been like supporting us like throughout. My boyfriend's kind of like there,
Yes,
Aw.
special mention.
uh,
and yeah, my family, like mom, and my dad is gonna yeah, like they're like super supportive. My sister Janine, me Jay, my brother, and my other friends, my Filipino friends, they're like hyping up as well there. Um, yeah, so and to you guys like for supporting us, because yeah, this is really
and
great.
Kuya Victor.
Papa, that's Papa.
Ayan. And of course, yeah, we'll definitely gonna support you all the way, guys, as well. And
hmm
this is one of our ways of supporting you guys, making you come out and talk about your project. And I think more than you guys helping us out, I think we were so much informed with what a hand sanitizer should be and how we can be productive during this time of pandemic by really thinking of
Yeah,
essential things that we can do to help the community. And yeah, you guys have done a great job, and you will be doing more
absolutely.
in the coming months, in the coming years. Janine is saying, "Ow, ate, we're always here for you." Ayan.
with
So
hearts.
my yeah, with hearts pa. Ayan, ang daming nakatag ngayon. So, are we it's hard to say goodbye to Julie and Prashna, but before we let you go, we will be drawing the winners, and
Ang dami. Yes.
the first winner will be announced by Julie, and then the second winner will be announced by Prashansa. But at this point in time, thank you so much, Randy's Pizza in Dartmouth. If you guys are craving for pizza, if you're hungry, call them at 902-466-3393. I've memorized the numbers:
Yeah.
902-466-3394. They're located at the 179 Bolland Road in Dartmouth. So they do have pickup, just follow social distancing. And of course, they also do some delivery as well. So to all those who have joined in our promo play, maraming salamat for supporting East Coast Filipino Portal and for supporting um, Randy's Pizza. Ayan, let's do the first winner. Joey, do the honor of,
Clicking.
and Julie will read our first winner. Our first winner, Julie. Would you mind to read it?
Yeah, so it's Norberto Borja.
Congratulations,
Norberto Borja,
Norberto Borja.
congratulations. You have won one of the two pizzas courtesy of Randy's Pizza. Ayan. With five toppings. Large pizzas with five toppings. Okay, Prash, you'll do the honor of reading our second winner. Who's going to be our second winner?
Okay, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing him. I might.
No, you're good. You're good. Our second winner is
Vladimir Safedo, is it?
yes.
Salcedo. Sorry.
Perfect. It's Vladimir Salcedo. Congratulations. You have just won one large pizza with five toppings of your choice. And I think on Tuesday, we're going to do this again. Well, not the actual Friday live stream because it's a Tuesday. We're going to do the promo play again, and then we'll have another promo play on Friday. So once again, guys, Julie and Prash, we are so proud of you guys. And thank you so much. And to all those who keep on supporting East Coast Filipino Portal, maraming salamat po. And please help us with our YouTube channel. I know we're growing very well on Facebook.
Yep.
As of the moment, we have 4.5 thousand followers. 4.4, almost 4.5.
Yes.
So thank you so much. And we'll be approaching our first anniversary this year. So I don't know how that will happen with the pandemic, but with all the love and the support that you guys are giving us, maraming salamat po. And once again, guys, this has been your friend, your fellow kababayan, Al Landingin.
And this is Donny Gabad.
Here on East Coast
Filipino
Portal. Bye, Prash. Bye, Julie. Have a great night.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
It was an honor for us to have you here.
Ayan. Thank you. Congrats sa winners.